Hey guys, welcome to another episode. So today's wash day. So we're gonna be washing the Hellcat. I'll show you how it washes. We use the foam cannon. It should be kind of fun. One thing I noticed last time I tried to use the foam cannon is it simply got clogged up. Like I mentioned in the last video, I haven't really had a chance to wash the car in a while. So I had to take it apart. So let's do that first. We'll put it back together. I'll show you what I did, and then we'll get to washing. Hope you enjoy this video. All right, so what I did last night is I took apart the nozzle of the foam cannon. So I have a set of carburetor cleaners. They're basically just long needles, and I use those to clean up a clog that I found inside the foam cannon. So if this happens to you, basically what I noticed is water was just coming out of the foam cannon but no soap. So if this happens to you, maybe this is a problem. You could try this. I saw some other YouTube videos that said it could be the jet. I took everything apart and cleaned it. In my case, the jet was pretty clean. So here, let's take a look. So this is the nozzle of the foam cannon, right? So the jet goes in here, in this hole. And then on this bottom part, there was another barb or connector, and that's connected to the hose. And that's what sucks in the soap. Now, in my case, I don't know if you can really see it here really well on the video, but in my case, what was happening is inside, like right here, inside, there's a small hole, and that hole was completely clogged with, I guess, soap residue. So I took the barb out, saw the clog, and I used those carburetor cleaners. You could probably use a paper clip, anything that's, thin enough to get through that hole. But yeah, that's what I did. So this is the barb that came out. So this end of the fitting goes to the hose, and this is the end that screws into that hole I just showed you. This is the jet. So the jet is what's what's inside the end on the opposite side of the nozzle. For me, that was clean, but the other video I saw said, just do the same thing, just clean that out. This was the 1/4-inch fitting that you had to take out to get to the jet. So yeah, let's put it all back together. All right, so first thing we'll do is just rinse off all of these parts. They've been sitting in like dish soap. The website or the YouTube that I found said use degreaser. I was a little wary of using a chemical degreaser, like what I use for brake cleaning or whatever. So I just used this soap. In my case, it ended up being pretty much an issue with that hole, right? So I'm hoping this is gonna work without having to use anything too crazy. Well, we'll see. Let's rinse this, get all the soap out of it, and then we'll put it back together. All right, so we got everything clean and dry. So put everything back together. We're gonna have to tighten this, but this is just reassembly, and you can, don't over tighten, right? So the barb, right? So this is the part that goes on the bottom. You just screw that back. The jet, we need a screwdriver for this. That's gonna go in here. But after we're done, then the 1/4-inch fitting is gonna go on top. The hose just goes back on the barb once we've screwed everything back together, and then you're pretty much good to go. All right, guys, so we're ready to wash. Just got to set up all the tools. This, it's like a water softener / sediment filtering device. I got it online somewhere. I have to look up the website. Basically, you connect this to the inlet. This then goes out, connect to the pressure washer. But it has 2 filters. That's a sediment filter, and on the one on the left is a water softener. And the next thing we got is just an electric pressure washer. No big deal. You're going to need this if you're going to use a foam cannon. I find also with the ceramic coating, it'll take most of the dirt off like right away. I got my 2 buckets. The foam cannon is reassembled. That's it's an electric leaf blower. I use this just to get all the water out of like the crevices and just as much as I can really off the car before I do my last wipe down. So yeah, let's go get all this stuff put together. All right, guys. So yeah, we're gonna move the Hellcat out of the garage and let's get this started. All right, so another downside to manual is it's a pain to drive this in with flip-flops. Like my slippers keep getting stuck. You know what? I'm just gonna drive it barefoot. Oh, there we go. That's way better. All right, barefoot driving for the win. Right, so we're washing with a 2-bucket system. Basically what that is, one bucket's got clean water, the other bucket's got your dirty water. You do it like this, you prevent those swirl marks in your paint. Oh, and they get grit guards also for your buckets. This is what a grit guard looks like. All right, I like to keep a little soap in the clean bucket. So now we got the car rinse. It's time for the fun part, foam. So the whole purpose of 2-bucket is you don't want to get the dirt, grime, all of that stuff that's in your that's on your car. You don't want to get it back because those little particles they're gonna put scratches in your paint. So clean bucket, dirty bucket. So, and you want to start from the top down. So let me rinse this off. We'll rinse this off in the dirty bucket. Kind of wipe it on that grit guard that I'm gonna put at the bottom. Okay, rinse it out. Okay, so get some soap. And we just start from the top. Let's start from the roof. So the reason you want to start from the top down is the top is usually going to be the least dirty part of your car. So you want to start with the clean part of your car, get that done, and then progressively we'll move to the dirtier, which is the lower sections of the car. And again, this is to prevent just getting that dirt back on the car and scratching the paint. The back of the car usually is also dirtier than the front. Remember, just keep rinsing this off in a dirty bucket from time to time. And then get some fresh, clean, soapy water from your clean bucket. There's the Ferrari, you can see him driving up too. Yeah, that's Ferrari. If you gotta rub, try not to rub like I'm doing, but it's really stuck on there. But if you gotta rub, just try and use as much soap as possible. As you start getting lower on the car, start doing this, water cycling more often. Now this back section is going to be the dirtiest. Well, next to the wheels, but take your time. I think that's pretty much it. We'll do the wheels. Take your wash mitt. Just kind of rinse it out a little bit. And then keep this somewhere safe. You don't want this to get dirt on it in case you need it again. So I just hang it on the side of the bucket. So for the wheels, I just got this. A simple wheel brush. Gets in all the crevices. This paint is super cheap on the Challenger wheels. So, I mean, I guess be careful, but there's not really much you're going to kind of be able to salvage. But before I use it, I like to kind of rinse it off here. The dirty bucket, get rid of anything that might be stuck in there, and then let's get to it. So I'm just using regular soap. You could use a spray. It does help a little bit to get, you know, some of that grime out. A little bit less elbow grease, I guess you need, but whatever. I don't have any spray right now, so I'm just using this. Same thing, 2 bucket. And if you have unpainted wheels, it's probably less of a concern. It's not really going to scratch. But for painted wheels, at 2 buckets, probably the way to go. So we'll try it on this corner. You just take the hose and you just try and catch all those little drops of water. And when it works, it just kind of catches all the drops and just clears it out. So I'm going to go ahead and do this on the entire car, even the wheels, and then we'll dry. And now I'm using a leaf blower just to get out the crevices and blow out all the water and some of the water that's on the paint, and then we'll use a chamois to dry the rest. Alright, so we got all the crevices. It's pretty dry. We're just going to go over one last time with a chamois just to get any water spotting, and then we're done. Alright, so let's do a quick walk around here. Alright, so we're just going to clean the engine up a little bit here. Mostly just trying to get some of this water out of here. I like to kind of just clean the top of the supercharger. Alright guys, so there you have it. She's pretty much as clean as she's going to get today. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you picked up some tips. If you did, please click like. If there's anything you didn't like, if there's anything you want to see more of, leave a comment, or just leave a comment for the heck of it. And if you want to see more cool videos, please click subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.